Hey there, it's Donna Joy from Donna Joy Coaching, creator of the Facebook group, The Online Marketing Geeks, and I just wanted to get on and share something with you today that is basically happening to me right at this minute, and I just had to share because I'm sure that if it's happening to me, it's happening to a lot of you out there, and in fact, it's something that's quite normal that happens to us throughout our life. So basically, what am I talking about? I'm talking about something called cognitive dissonance. So I'll tell you what happened. This morning, I woke up, my alarm went off at 6:15, and I reset it to 7. And then I turned it off, and then I ended up getting up at 8:15, which meant I had lost my morning, which is mine. I have like between 6 and 9 in which I do my writing, I get emails done and stuff like that. And I had lost most of it because I just didn't get out of bed. Okay, and then I went in, I started trying to work, and my brain was like fried. And it's an absolutely sensational day here. So normally I feel like crap when it's cloudy, but today is a beautiful day. It's warm. I'm actually wearing shorts, and I just could not get my head into gear, and I kind of felt like I was clawing at the inside of my brain trying to get out, like almost panicking. And I just couldn't have a coherent thought, and I just like, what the hell is going on? I've got a plan. I've been feeling good. I've been chipping away at it, and then this morning just bleh. So I thought, right, I was driving around, and I was like, I'm going to have an accident. I'm going to do something if I don't sort my shit out. So I stopped and I went into, you've probably heard me talking about the life coaching school. And I thought, there's something here. There's something here about this. And I was flicking through, and this thing just jumped out at me, cognitive dissonance. And within the last month, she had done a talk on it. So I listened to it, and I went, that is exactly what's going on here. So what is cognitive dissonance? Cognitive dissonance is when we have mental discomfort because we're moving from an old belief system to a new belief system. Okay, and that's what happens when we set goals with our dreams or everything like that. We have an old belief system, and a goal or a dream requires us to take on a new belief system. And our brain has to move from one belief to another belief. And in that period of transition is cognitive dissonance, which is discomfort. So mental discomfort. So basically our brain spends its whole time looking for proof that it's right. And you've probably seen this when somebody you watch the same documentary as someone, at the end they say something, you're like, where did that come from? How did you get that out of that? And that's their brain interpreting what they've seen so that it's reinforcing its belief system. Okay, and it comes from childhood mapping, things that we have interpreted as children to be real, and that's our belief system. And we will look at the world in such a way that we are continuously reinforcing our belief system. So what's happened lately with me is that I started hypnotherapy a few weeks ago, and I had an amazing session last week, and it's like I'm at the bottom of a lake, and I'm like kicking up all the mud, and I'm churning all this shit up in my life, and this stuff has come up, and I think that this is what has caused this cognitive dissonance. I mean, I'm always going after goals, I'm always doing this, but now it's kind of like frazzled because it's brought it to the surface. Okay, it's brought all this stuff to the surface. So saying our brain wants to be right, we have a primitive brain, and it is constantly looking for danger. So when we take a new belief and put it in front of our brain, our primitive brain sees it as danger. And then our brain starts looking for reasons why we shouldn't do this new thing, why we shouldn't do that, and then why we should just stay in our old belief system and be comfortable and secure and safe. Okay, and it's not until we can cross that bridge between old belief system to new belief system that our brain can accept the new belief system, and then that cognitive dissonance goes away. So if you've got a big, scary, hairy goal, that cognitive dissonance is bigger and lasts longer. And that's why people give up. Or people often give up. I'm sure they give up for lots of reasons, but one of the reasons they give up is because shit starts to happen as well, I find. So it's not just a discomfort in my brain, but maybe it's the way I'm dealing with stuff and handling stuff, but stuff has been going wrong over the last day. And maybe I'm making a bigger deal out of it because I'm in this state of cognitive dissonance. But normally I would probably be able to go and analyze what's going on and fix it. But at the moment I'm kind of like doing this, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. It's not working, what's happening. And what it is, you've probably heard me talking about how I'm trying to create a break-even funnel to give away my books so that then I can drive my own sales and traffic, and I can control my rankings on Amazon and things like that, and not have to be a victim to their algorithms. So I finally had something that was working, and then bang, it just stopped working. And I went in and looked at my opt-in rates on my opt-in pages, which had been opting in at like 50-60% the whole time, and then they went from 56% one day to 0% the next day, 12% the next day. So this is what's happening with me at the moment. I should be able to deal with this and work out what's going on, but I just can't because I'm in a state of cognitive dissonance. So my old belief systems, for instance, the reason I've been doing hypnotherapy is about weight management. Okay, I've always struggled with my weight, and my old belief system is that I will always struggle with my weight. And I throw this stuff up. Oh, it's normal that I would struggle with my weight because my metabolism's slowing down, or because of this, or because of that, or my family's genes, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, what it is that I overeat. I eat for the wrong reasons. And even though like I use self-control to maintain that, it's there, always there in the background. And if I'm having a weak day, it gets me. Okay, so that's my old belief. My new belief is that I can maintain my healthy weight with no effort. That's what I'm aiming for. Okay. From my business, I've got this old belief is that I'll never make enough money online to be able to give up dentistry. My new belief is that I will be able to make enough money online to be able to give up dentistry. I'm down to 2 days, but to give up that final bit. And it's that scary walk across that final bit of bridge to that belief system. That's what's happening here. So what Brooke Castile recommends when we've got this old belief and this new belief, and how do we cross the bridge, and to make this easy, is that what we need to do is we have to have a ladder thought between the old and the new belief system. So for instance, I will never make enough money to be able to give up dentistry online. I will make enough money to give up dentistry online. Obviously this bridge is so great that I am throwing stuff at myself to like, oh, just stay where you are, just it's comfortable back here, which I don't want to be back there. I want to be over there, right? But what I could do is throw a ladder belief in, which says I can make more money online than what I'm making now. I believe that. I believe that I can make more money online. So that will be my ladder belief system. And I just keep trying to make more money online than I am now. And then I'll get to the point where I'm making enough money that I'll be able to give up my last 2 days of dentistry. So that's what she says, how to deal with cognitive dissonance is to bring a belief in between the two belief systems. So my discomforts have come up from with the hypnotherapy is that the thought that came up, that has surfaced, that is probably my primal mapping, my very first belief system that was put down when I was a toddler, is that I can only rely on myself. I can only rely on myself. And you know what? As an adult, that's totally true. I know that. You can only rely on yourself 100% of the time, only rely on yourself. Okay? And quite often we can't even rely on ourselves. But at the end of the day, we can only rely on ourselves. Because if you think about it, sure, other people want to be there for you when they want to be able to help you, but they can't always be there for you. They might be sick or something might happen. It's not a negative thing that you have to rely on yourself, but at the end of the day, you can only rely on yourself. There are other people in your life that can help you, but you are the only one you can rely on. And that is not a bad thing, but as a child, a small toddler, it's a scary thing. And that has underlined a lot of my a lot of unhealthy thoughts that have come from that, and that place of lack of security. The other thing that I have is my underlying thought is that nothing I do ever works. And that came from quite a few years ago when I had a traditional business that went broke. Okay, and everything I was trying, nothing that I did worked, so it went broke. And that has come from that. Nothing that I do ever works. So when I do something and I have a success, I think, yay, that's wonderful. But then when I don't have a success, it's like I blow it up, and it's like I forget about all the success I've had, and I just cling on to this one thing that's not working. Oh, it's never going to work. I'm never going to make it work. And I need to take that, it's never going to make it work, to I can make it work. And that's where the cognitive dissonance is coming in. So anyway, that's what's going on with me today. That's why I'm all frazzled. I've got all these old belief systems that are being cleared out for new belief systems, and I'm kind of like, there's so many of them that I feel like I've whacked a hornet's nest inside my head, and it's all just going crazy. And I just want to share this with you just in case there's other people out there where you're trying to make money online and you're having trouble with your belief systems. Okay, and when we start trying to make money online and we start trying to have businesses and things like that, there's a lot of people in our life that will get on side with our brain and back up our old belief system of that we can't do it, it won't work, we're just scammers and spammers and all this sort of stuff. Whereas we know in our hearts that it can work because other people are making it work, but sometimes it's easier to let go and come up with reasons for why we can't make it work because our brain's comfortable with that, and there's other people in our life that are comfortable with that. Some people are saying it because they really are concerned about you and your well-being, but other people are saying stuff because they don't want you to succeed in a place where they're not. Okay, some people don't want you to be able to give up a job, don't want you to be able to live a life of freedom, don't want you to be able to travel the world and do what you want to do because they can't, and it makes them feel uncomfortable. Okay, so it's kind of almost putting them in their own state of cognitive dissonance to see you do it. They get uncomfortable and they don't want you to succeed. So just remember that when you set yourself a goal that you know is achievable, you know on the surface level you know it's achievable because you can see other people are doing it, but there's a big gap between your old belief system and your new belief system, just stick a couple of ladder beliefs in there, and then you can hop from one to the other to get to your new belief system, and that way you won't be as uncomfortable. And then hold true to your belief systems no matter what other people are saying, okay? Because remember, they don't have your goals, your desires, your aims, things like that, and often they don't have your best interest at heart. So that's it from me today on cognitive dissonance, and I hope I didn't just confuse you or make you think I'm a little bit ooh. This is something that we all go through on our way to greatness, and it's something that is necessary for us to become the best version of ourselves, is that we need to go through this confusion. But by creating a ladder thought, we can make it a little bit easier for ourselves. So have a great day, and I hope it's as beautiful wherever you are as it is here.